Hi, everybody, and welcome to 7 Minutes. I'm Russ Mitchell. We've got three fascinating people we'll be talking to in this broadcast, and we begin with someone whose name you're going to be hearing a lot more of as we move forward. LaRese Purnell is an entrepreneur, author, and community leader, among other things, whose story of perseverance and hard work is nothing short of inspiring. LaRese, welcome to 7 Minutes.
Hey, thanks, Russ. Glad to be here today.
We are here in your high school, your alma mater, I should say, Warrensville Heights High School. We'll talk about why in just a minute,
Yes.
but let me set the table for a minute. I mentioned many of the things that you're doing. You're the managing partner of CLE,
Yes.
Accounting and Professional Services, the owner of the Fix brand of restaurants, which is popping up everywhere.
Yes.
You're on 1 million boards. I read that as well. Am I leaving anything out?
I think that's enough.
That's
Russ.
enough. How do you juggle all that?
Just making sure that I prioritize and that I make sure that when I put time into any of those activities that I'm very strategic with the time. And again, just prioritize the activities that go within each of them to make sure that, there's quality over quantity. So,
Well, I know you come to all this with a mission.
Yes.
How would you describe that mission?
mission is about community, is giving back to the community and collaboration. All those things you name, you heard me say managing partner, you said managing partner, I have a partner.
Yeah.
The Fix, I have a partner there. When I sit on the boards, I have partners there that I work with. So it's all about coming together to work with people, to impact and have with people who have the same mission and vision that I have as well. So, yeah.
You have an MBA in finance.
Absolutely.
Is there anything along the line that triggered that mission in community?
Absolutely. With that being said, of course, growing up in an African American community, there was, I of course was sitting in my school today, so I did receive a good education, but we did not get educated in the area of finance. So I saw a lot of poverty. I saw a lot of people working. I'm going to work every day. Blue collar jobs, and I would see them still struggle, see people get their cars repossessed, see people lose their homes, see people go without eating, and just knowing my struggles, that was something that, really drew me to that. And then right here in this school, I went through a program called DECA, where it was a business organization that really sparked an interest in me for the love of business.
Well, I read a lot of you on social media. I know you take that message to social media a lot. Do people listen? Is that a good way to communicate these days?
You know what? I think that it's a different approach, and people actually gravitate towards it because I try to come at it in a different angle. I don't always wear the suit and tie when I teach. I wear jeans. I'll wear a pair of Jordans and a Cavs hat, a championship hat there, and it really grabs them. And then I try to talk at their level. One thing, I will never go someplace and speak and not survey the crowd because I want to make sure I'm speaking to them and not over their heads. So absolutely, they listen to on social media.
I know one of the things you've talked about is the buying power of African Americans. What is it, $1.2 trillion?
Absolutely.
But little of that is actually spent in black businesses.
Yes, if we say 3% or 3 pennies on every dollar is actually reinvested back in to the community.
So how do you change that?
How do you change that? You bring awareness that they exist, and then you give them the proper tools to create sustainability. One of the issues is when you look at a lot of the business, you unpack their back end, there's no structure in place. So that's when you look at the statistics that say that most of them close within the first year of doing business is because there's lack of structure. So they hit the ground, they have this hobby they love to do, but they don't understand the back end. That's the most important part to allow them to create jobs, to create legacy businesses and sorts. So,
It's a very tall order. Are you optimistic that more money will be spent on black businesses?
I'm seeing it now. It's an energy, and when you said the Fix brand, if you look at the Fix brand, there's multiple people that are involved in that because collaboration is a key thing. When you show people you can work together, there's more power. What do they say? When you work by yourself, 1 + 1 = 2. If you work together, 1 + 1 = 11. So there's more power in that. So I would say I'm very optimistic. And with Eric loves to cook.
Eric Rodgers is your chef at the Fix restaurants.
And I love to do business. So if we tend to do that more in the community, you'll see the right people coming together. It could create some real.
Let me ask you about the Fix restaurants because you're seeing them pop up everywhere. You've got them at Legacy Village. You've got them in Cleveland Heights, several in Cleveland Heights, right? And one in the new apartment building going up on the east side of Cleveland. The restaurant business, I've always been told, is a tough business to get into. Absolutely. Why did you decide to enter that field?
One is because I found a partner that I felt that there was a level of trust, there was a level of integrity. He had great character, and he had the same mission and values I had when we talk about the community. He was big on I said in an article on Cleveland.com that we don't even talk about money. we spend most of our time talking about how is this going to impact this decision we're making. It's going to impact our community. That's what creating jobs. That's what giving back. If you look at our social media, we do a lot of outreach here in the community. So with that being said, that was just a great collaboration. And I think because we've been good to the community, in turn, they've been good to us. And it's allowed us to be able to, continue to generate different locations and different interests.
Not a lot of time left. I want to get to a couple of really important issues and things that you've dealt with in your life. You grew up not too far from here.
Yes.
I read somewhere you had a single parent home.
Yes.
I read it at one point your mother had lupus and had to put you and your siblings in a homeless shelter for a time. What did you take away from that?
What I take away from there is to value family, and at that point, even through those trials, it was just important that we were together.
Yeah.
Even in the times of trials, we were able to just be together, and we were able that other people would come in and assist and help us, and that was important as I grew up, that I would give back, because so many different people would come in and give us bus tickets, clothing, food. So it just showed that community was very important, and that whole concept, it takes a village, and that really truly is what I got to experience there.
Did it make you hungrier in any way?
Oh, absolutely. Because it was always this thing I never want to experience. I never want my children to experience that. And I realized that the concept of something as simple as broke people can't help broke people. So I believe we can pray for each other, but to really be able to give back, you need finances. So I figured I would have to create something to be able to give back financially.
Your mother has said that you've always been a businessman. I believe hustler was the word she used, actually. Cutting grass, shoveling snow. We learned earlier you were a shoveler at the horse track down the street as well. This school, you mentioned DECA. Why was it important? What else did you learn in this school that was so important to you?
I learned respect. We had a lot of male teachers in this school that really taught me how to be a young man, a good, upstanding young man, care about education, understand that, education beyond high school was important, in order, a lot of them were, educational and professional, so teachers, principals, so I got to see that, and it really made me want to aspire to go to that next level. So, like I said, DECA, though, was really important to me because I was able to go to different businesses to really see my love for business.
And walking in here with you, it's clear that this high school is still very important.
Yes.
I've got about 20 seconds left. As the kids say, you're blowing up.
Okay.
What's next?
What's next? Really just put my arms around this new firm, around the Fix brand. And right now, that's really the focus, and really trying to create as many jobs in this community as possible and give back as much as I can.
LaRese Purnell, it's been a pleasure.
Definitely.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it.
Thanks for having me. Yes.
Next, we'll visit a unique company based right here in Northeast Ohio called one of the best places in the country to work. And we'll talk with the man who runs it.